All right, for this video, we're going to go over number 3 and number 4 when we have variables on both sides. And we're going to kind of add like another step or two compared to the first two problems. And if we look at 3, all right, again, I'm going to draw the line going straight down from the equal sign. The one thing that's a little different from number 3 and the first two is that when I look at this right side, I have like terms. I can combine this -6 with this 5. Left side, I can't combine these at all. So I'm just going to bring the -5 plus 4x down. So -5 plus 4x. Now this 5 minus this 6, I can combine that. That's -1. So I can rewrite the right side as -1 plus 5x. So that's kind of the only new step, right? On each side of the equation, you want to look for like terms. And then now we're at the whole goal. If I have variables on both sides, I want to identify the smallest variable. So if I look, this 4x is smaller than this 5x. So I want to cancel this out and move this to the right side. So I'll put this in a different color. Since it's positive or plus 4x, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to subtract 4x. That goes away. So I just have -5 on the left side. And on the right side, I'm going to subtract 4x. Again, notice how I line it up with the like terms. So I'm going to have this -1, and then this positive 5x minus 4x is positive x. So I'm going to have plus x. And then now I'm just focusing on the right side. I want to get this x by itself, so I'm going to get rid of this by adding 1. So I add 1 to both sides. It cancels up. Add 1 to -5. And we're going to have -5 plus 1, which is -4. So that's my answer right there. X equals -4. So that wasn't too bad. It took us about 3 or 4 steps. Let's move on to an even harder one, or one that's going to take even more steps, to number 4. Now the one typo with number 4 is this 5r at the end. Let's change it to an x. All right. We've only learned how to solve problems that have the same variable. All right, let's draw the line straight down the middle. Now when you look, obviously on the right side, I can't add 27 and 5x. Now what should stand out? These are the flashing lights, right? I want to get rid of these parentheses. Question is, what do you distribute? You're going to distribute this -3 first. So this 5 is kind of hanging right there. I'm just going to bring the 5 down. So I'm going to bring the 5 down, and I'm going to distribute -3 to this -2 minus 3x. So usually when you have parentheses, that's the first thing you're going to do is get rid of that shield, break down that barrier by distributing. So I do the arrows. So this -3 times -2 is positive 6, so I put a plus 6. And then -3 times this -3 times this -3x is positive 9x. So for both cases, when you distributed, negative times a negative gave us positives. And then the right side, we can't combine 27 and 5x, so I just bring those down. Again, I'm focusing on the left side. These are like terms. I can add the 5 and the 6 and get 11. So 5 plus 6 is 11. And then I bring everything else down. 11 plus 9x equals 27 plus 5x. So this, we kind of had 2 new steps. Now I'm going to do the same thing as the goal. And I want to move over the smaller variable. This 5x is smaller than this 9x, so I want to get rid of it. Since this is a plus, I'm going to subtract 5x. So I subtract 5x there, that goes away. So the only thing I had left on the right side is 27. Subtract 5x. Line it on the left side, line it up with the 9x. So the left side, I'm going to have 11. And then this gives us 9x minus 5x, gives us plus 4x. Okay, then you have 2 steps left. You're focused on the left side that has the x. Now this should be automatic. You guys should be good at these. Then you just subtract 11 from both sides. So we're going to have 4x equals, and this 27 minus 11 is 16. And then 4 times 4 is 16, or if you divide by 4, 16 divided by 4 is 4. You can see how I use the whole space here. So this is one of the most difficult problems you'll see when you solve equations. So if you look, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps. So make sure you stay organized, follow your order of operations, and move over the smallest variable from one side to the other side to cancel it out.